I'm hearing a few things. I'm hearing that you're getting closer to your calling. So you're going to have some people competing with you, trying to pretend that they are you, acting like you. I'm hearing 1 in a million. So you may feel like people are kind of coming out of nowhere and trying to start a fight with you, but you can kind of see right through this. Like, they're fighting you by trying to be you, and you recognize yourself in them almost. Like, you recognize that they're trying to use your creativity, they're trying to use your power, they're trying to get your attention. And they also interpret what you're doing as being someone taking their attention away. So it's like they watch you and they pay attention to you, and then in response they try to do something that's going to cause you to pay attention to them. Like, they think it's an even exchange. They think it's like your turn now, my turn. We have the handling of the light establishes a direct connection between the breast of the saint and the instruments of Christ's suffering. The knell, crown of thrones, and shroud presented by angels who contemplate her with a deeply moved expression. So I've been hearing about this knell over and over and over again. This knell is what binds you to your cross, the burden that you chose to pick up and carry, the thing that people are trying to pull you away from, your passion, your calling, is causing you some problems because you have something to focus on, whereas other people, all they're doing is watching you. They don't know why you do what you do. You know why you do what you do. They're trying to understand what it is that you do and copy you, thinking these are the rules to being human. But they're just watching you specifically and trying to do whatever it is you're doing, or whatever it is they interpret it is that you're doing. And if it happens to be something like in entertainment, then these people watching you are going to try and entertain like whatever you're doing. So if I'm talking to a dancer and maybe you've never actually danced on camera before, but your calling gives you that energy of someone who is able to move their body fluidly, someone who attracts the attention of others. People who are watching you you're going to notice that they're trying to jump on camera and do dances that you might even be thinking about because they're tapping into your thoughts. Shout out for joy, you heavens. The Lord confronts his people. So you're moving closer to your calling, and these people they're gathering together trying to stop you, but you're so much stronger than they are. I'm hearing 1 in a million. You're so much stronger than they are that you're able to basically split these crowd of haters like the Red Sea. And so they think that they are you. They think that they have your power so they can stand up against you like a mirror. But I'm seeing a split mirror, like schizophrenia. People who think that your thoughts are their thoughts. They think you guys share the same brain because they're so tapped into the way you think and feel. They think that everything you're doing is what they're doing. This is how out of touch with reality they are. So it's just like watching somebody box on screen, watching Muhammad Ali on camera. They're watching Muhammad Ali thinking that they're Muhammad Ali, and then when they see him on the streets, they're throwing punches. This is what I'm talking about. These people are delusional and insane. But the fact of the matter is, nobody has called them out for it. Nobody has, turned them into a project trying to fix or heal or encourage to do better in life. They just wander around without no supervision. Nobody loves or cares about them. A lot of times they get knocked out. Sometimes they get hospitalized. Sometimes they pass away because of their stupid decisions and actions. But I feel like you already understand that this is neither here nor there because you are getting closer. And I'm already seeing the nail as a response to your cross. Now, this is how your faith is a personal relationship between you and God. So you might be coming up upon two more nails, or maybe this is just a metaphor. One could equal three, but one out of three is very possible. So this could be the very first phase of you having accomplished everything that you would have gone through, and then we're just going to see another phase of that, and then another phase of that. Ace of Cups, the Hierophant in reverse, Eight of Swords. So you're able to tap into your power, and you understand your power a lot more than you did going into it. You understand the roads a lot more. So um, if this was you getting a license, you're basically studying the law book, the book of the roads, or whatever it's called, and you're getting your what's the one for the team? Basically, right before you're able to actually take the test, you're learning all the rules. You're taking the pre-test, the written rules, the written test, and then you're actually going to get on the road and drive. And so I'm feeling like the third phase is you actually driving on the road and being faced with these decisions. When to put on your left blinkers, when to make a U-turn, how to deal with tickets or whatever, because things happen. If you are to get in an accident, thanking God for you being able to survive. Things happen with this journey of you carrying your cross, and ultimately the purpose is death. So there's nothing that you can fear at this point. Nothing's going to hold you back from that. They're just trying. And another thing is they don't know. They don't know how serious you are. They don't know where your calling is leading them to. And so that's what makes them look ridiculous. That's the real, I feel like it's almost like a joke. Seeing someone just right off the streets trying to fight Muhammad Ali. And then, this guy is passed, I believe. And he was sick for a while. But think of him in his prime. You're in the first stage. May you be blessed by the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. So I feel like it might have been a time where these people were actually irritating you, and you really felt like they were challenging you. But this was like you were a newborn just learning to walk. And so, yeah, they might have been a little bit taller. They might have been a little bit more agile coming at you. But now it's like, a tight rope walker. Not only can you balance, you can walk above these people from skyscraper and not worry about falling. And you have so much further to go. So it is a joke. It is like a circus. So even if it is a circus, even if I'm talking to somebody who's going to circus school, these people are still coming to you off the street, because the people who actually get into circus school understand that this is a real competition. This is a real is the schools of any kind. So I'm talking about people coming off the street. They don't even know that this is a school you're going to. They just see you. They see that you're focused, and they want to copy and try to challenge you. And teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. I saw that right hand. Almost like you taking that position at the right hand. So with these people challenging you, I feel like it's almost like some of these people are going to go into training, learning to be like you, trying to be like you. So that's for some people. I have farmer. I'm looking at you treating your flock like a farm, like you're raising meat. Depression. You may be healing someone's depression, but they don't realize that accepting you is accepting Christ, and accepting Christ is accepting his cross, picking up your own cross and going through what he went through. So you're not just getting free happiness out of this. You're signing up for a role that you're going to have to fulfill. And if you try to back out of it, there's even worse consequences to pay, because God said his burden is light and his burden is light and his yoke is easy. So dying on the cross is the easiest thing you could do in your life. Backing out of it is one of the hardest things. And once again, you're not just stealing information from these people. I'm talking to the people surrounding you. They're getting their feelings hurt right now because there's some negative attention coming towards them. They want your spotlight, but they will remain in the shadows. They will remain in the dark. Your journey is not their journey. They're not just going to ride your coattails. Okay, that's not how it works. And these are people. I'm even talking to demons right now. These are demons who can easily enter into animals and try to control them like a pair of gloves, and then want to do surgery on your life. Demons trying to control the scene, trying to control the narrative, and at the same time pretending like they don't know what you're doing. But these are actual people who have allowed demons to enter into their life and control them in every which way. King of Wands in reverse, Five of Wands, Knight of Wands. It took a lot of humility to get you where you are. A lot of submission, taking offenses that you might have caused, repentance. These people don't know any, never acknowledge themselves first and foremost. And then to actually apologize for something they've done is a joke. If they were even to consider apologizing for something, it would be with a smile on their face, number one. Number two, it would be completely insincere because they don't know what sincerity is. So they're smiling with the hopes of some other reward. If you say apologize and then I'll let you through, they're gonna pretend, smile, laugh, or whatever, joke around, maybe say the words I'm sorry, but the whole time they're just wanting to get through the gates. They just want that prize or whatever else it is you're offering them. Forgiveness, whatever it is. But you can forgive them for your own spirit, your own, nothing to do with their relationship with God and where they end up, where their souls end up. As long as they keep allowing Satan into their life to control them, they're going to hell. It's not rocket science here. It's very simple. And these people are constantly fighting within themselves, trying to fight other people, trying to start fights with other people. They walk on the streets trying to fight people. Even just the way they walk, their pattern of walking is a fight. Like they constantly got their hands almost up and wanting to box somebody. They don't know nobody that they approach and confront. They don't know anybody, including themselves. They've never seen their reflection in the mirror. So you have movies like joking about, or sometimes not even joking, depending on how you interpret things, have a reflection. I'm not talking about vampires and zombies. They don't have a reflection because they're unequipped to view their own filth, their own ugliness. Who am I? When I look in the mirror, who am I? Do I love that about myself? Do I understand where that came from? Do I recognize myself and my physical features? Do I know what these features mean to me? Or am I just trying to be somebody else? Do these people have an internal dialogue? No. Their thoughts are somebody else's thoughts. Their thoughts are your thoughts. All they want to do is connect their brain to your brain and be controlled because they're too lazy to live their own lives and take responsibility and accountability for their own actions. That is the truth. They're too lazy to get up on their feet and walk a life that means something to them. As long as they're copying you, then they can blame you for whatever goes wrong. And things are constantly going wrong in their life. Nine of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands. They live completely unstable lives. I mean, if they actually had the attention that they crave, nothing would look right in their life. I mean, they literally wake up and turn into different people with the tick of the talk, right? They look at one thing, that's what they relate to and become. They look at another thing, that's what they relate to and become. They hear something out on the street, that's what they relate to and become. It's just like a train ride, like a train wreck. So if they were to watch this, every person that they make eye contact with, they would become, I'm talking about shapeshifters. They have no form. They are nobodies. And these are the people that's approaching you and competing with you and trying to pretend that they are you. So you might recognize yourself in them like, yeah, I get it, but I never seen this. I never seen this in nobody. I'm the only person that's me. So as long as I see somebody coming towards me, pretending to be me, I know that they're sick. I know they have an issue. And you can recognize people who are similar to you. You can recognize your brothers and your sisters who have the same father. But you don't recognize people who want to be your mirror image because that just doesn't exist. Even a twin has something in common with you, but they are not you. So I feel like, if this is something you're dealing with, don't take the blame for their sickness. Like, oh, I'm hallucinating or something. And this is normal for people to behave this way. It's not normal. They're the ones that's sick. They're the ones who need to see a doctor and get their little diagnosis and get their little medication, get their treatment and be under somebody's supervision because they refuse to submit to God. So they're never going to receive healing for that. They're never going to be delivered from this sin as long as they go on pretending like it's okay. But get your treatment. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me, to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. You hear that? This is exactly what I'm talking about. A chosen vessel. Following Christ. Look at what you're getting yourself involved in. Following Christ, you are a chosen vessel to bear Christ's name for the Gentiles, for the non-believers, for the kings. These are people with authority. People like Herod, who, with the snap of a finger, might say they want to crucify every firstborn just because you happen to be a firstborn. And I will show him great things he must suffer. So you already go into this. Well, first of all, you're chosen. I'm talking to chosen people. So you don't really make a choice to follow. Christ holds your hand and guides you to follow him. That's just how it works. Your spirit, your soul automatically obeys him and obeys his voice. So you were chosen. But then you have some people flowing in your current like a shark, right? I mean, you're the shark following Christ. You never get to sleep. It's a hectic life. But these fish flowing in your current who think they're sharks too, they think they've all been chosen, are really your meal. Because at the end of the day, if they try to get anywhere close to your mouth, that's exactly what they are, a meal. And maybe a snack. An appetizer, a teaser. Thou gavest me no kiss, but this woman since the time I came in hath not ceased to kiss my feet. I can't make this up. Somebody's getting themselves into trouble, and I feel like you're going to be blessed no matter what. Somebody definitely picked the wrong fight with you. I'm seeing cleanliness. I'm seeing pulpit. I'm seeing gourmet. Somebody picked the wrong fight, but you're blessed because of it. And you're past the point of shame, feeling shame for being blessed. Like you have to live in poverty. People are feeding you left and right. People are feeding you left and right. And you've been ignoring it. You've been in this fasting state. Like, oh, I don't see these people. I don't know these people. I'm unbothered. But the fact of the matter is they're inspiring you to become a better person.